A leading climate expert believes that high carbon buildings are morally indefensible and could even be considered racist. Not like this, and while I hate to be a pedant, I'm pretty sure that swastika is back to front, which probably tells you all you need to know about the perpetrator. University of Bath professor of zero carbon design, David Coley, wants materials usage to become a moral issue with a complete rethink about over common design elements, including high levels of glazing and excessive use of steel and concrete. He argued that architects, contractors, planners, and construction clients must consider building projects from a moral standpoint based on their lifetime carbon impact in a new essay that is titled "Are Buildings Evil? Rethinking Responsibility in the Construction Industry." On Wednesday this week, I will be hosting my usual No Agenda show over on Instagram Live. As usual, it will be unplanned and unscripted, and there's still a chance I may change my mind about the subject matter. But as it stands today, I'm thinking of talking about how the combined demolition and construction sectors are being outflanked, outmanoeuvred, and outgunned by the environmental lobby. Maybe it's because they hold the moral high ground. Maybe they're just adept at using clickbait-style language to grab media attention. And maybe they're pushing on an open door because the news media is keen to be seen to be green. But regardless of the circumstances, the environmental lobby is not just beating construction and demolition in the media race, it's leaving them at the starting blocks time and time and time again. And by the time the demolition and construction sectors react, the damage is already done. As a result, there are now sectors of the media and of society that believe demolition contractors just roam the country, demolishing everything in their wake. That demolition and construction companies are morally and ecologically reprehensible, and that the only solution is to demand a complete moratorium on all future demolition. Or, as we just reported, that some buildings are fundamentally racist. The demolition and construction industries are being portrayed repeatedly as the bad guys. And it's a message that will stick because the environmentalists have said it first and they've said it loudest. And all of this matters. It matters because the environment is likely to be the key political battleground in the coming months and years to come. It matters because there will be ministers and entire governments seeking election or re-election who will seize upon these clickbait headlines and use them to further their own cause. It matters because these issues could define the rules and regulations applied to this industry. And it also matters because the environmental message is aimed squarely at the young, the very people we're desperately trying to attract to the industry. Construction, and even more so demolition, have a great environmental story to tell. The trouble is that while environmentalists will talk to anyone that cares to listen, demolition and construction seem content talking among themselves.